So we'll play the game again where he's trying to touch my chest. Okay? So we're going. All right, so you said he kept getting your chest. All right, let's see some. Go. Okay, so some of these passes that you're doing, these Tesabaki passes you're doing, they're okay, but you don't have any of your Aiki or your Kokyu taking his balance. So eventually he's going to get it because he's offense, he has the initiative, you're reactionary at how you're doing it, okay? So you, for example, he pushed, okay, and I saw you come around. Very nice, okay? So he pushed, you didn't block him. You pushed, you yielded, and he came to this one, but then nothing happened to his balance, and there it is. So same thing, he comes around, you yield, but there, you see? So if we watch again, there's two things that are doing. This hand is already taken off balance, so I could take this one over. But usually I go here, this hand's just dead. That's how he got in. So if he comes around, I yield here, this hand was not dead. Even though he's pushing here, this hand is still doing something. Boom, there it is right there. Or you could, he pushes, you pass, and it goes right into there. There's your Kokyu. So he passes, boom, it's in this hand right here. And of course you can do the two together. Boom. You see? But you can't just, you have a Kokyu, you have a separating force, right? So boom, we're here, boom, a separating force, and you have an adhesion force. You understand? So Kokyu, separating force. Aiki, uniting adhesion force. But both of them are working towards a kazushi. So I either bring him into the front corner or the back corner on either side, back corner, front corner. Or you kind of, course, always go right through. But you don't just stay out in his hands, okay? He's going to get you eventually. So as he passes, as you go, you always take his balance. There he's in the front corner. He comes back, and I push. Boom, Aiki, project. Aiki, project. Boom, pop. He goes whatever, boom. So we'll do that one again. I'm here like this. He goes around, I take the elbows with a Kokyu projection. I don't know. He's going to do something. Bop! There he goes in. Right? He's coming in, parry. Boom. Around. We'll do it again. So here is the Aiki on this hand. Aiki on this hand. Kokyu on that hand to keep that corner out. Okay? Then I'll bring it around, pass through the Aiki phase, and now it's back in the Kokyu phase on this hand. And this hand over here is the Aiki phase. Okay? So you can see that you're going, is that how we did it? I don't remember what you did. Okay, all right. Yeah, I was on the outside. So this hand has a Kokyu at first, this hand will have an Aiki at first. So this hand here has an adhesion going. You see? Whoa, it's not blocking him. This hand is blocking him. But as this hand passes through the Aiki phase, it's now going to be in the Kokyu phase, and you can see over here is the adhesion. But both of them are working together to take his balance. Okay? So you can't just be here, not take balance. You can only stick and follow for so long. It's going to get you. Okay? And it's also not the drill. All right. Let's try it again. All right, so you're talking about this will of power. Once you feel like you can't get it, you enter into a contestating mindset, you against her. Okay, so what ends up happening, as I said, is now you're in dichotomy, but it's a dichotomy that's working through fear and through a will to power. And what ends up happening is you start this path of annihilating the other. Okay, so in this case is where instead of one hand being yin, one hand being yang, or in other words, one hand being Aiki, one hand in communion and the other hand in separating force, Kokyu, you have like two just pushing hands. Okay, so go. Right there it was. Two pushing hands. Pushing. Your thumb, do you see your thumb hooks her? Right. You're just trying to stop her from going. Right. Okay? Okay, and as you fluctuate in this dichotomy, and a lot of you are doing this, you start to go on off in the way that you're touching her center. Like you're sometimes you are, then you go off because you want to save yourself, and then you go back on. And because you go off, that's what triggers the fear response, because now it comes at you an onrush quickly or something. You feel behind, you feel overpowered, you feel they're going to get you. Okay? Okay. So first thing to mention is, then this is probably for the more advanced, okay? So yin-yang is a theory in relativity. So that means, while it is true, it's only true from a point of view, which means it's false from another point of view, okay? So the way I described it earlier, it's very convenient and it's very easy for someone to understand because it's presented in a binary kind of fashion. But it's ultimately not true, okay? Because it's relative, let's say you're not pushing on this hand. There's no energy on this hand, okay? That's not true. That's not a true statement. The energy on this hand, whether there is some or is not some, is only relative to, in this case, the energy in my hand. You see? So if I'm trying to shove this hand, that feels like no energy. You see? But if I match that, I'm matching it. So, in other words, this will not project you if you relax your hand, you relax your super yin. If you're super yin, that will not project you. But if I go more yin than you see, then this hand is now yang. So you going more yin, I go more yin. You go more yin, I go more yin. Is you trying to relax, I relax more. You see? And then, you see? It's still a yang hand. Do you understand that? Okay. So, this is the downside of flexing and pushing, because you're going to make their energy yin by comparison, okay? And now they're always yielding to what you're doing, and so they're always in essence countering to what you're doing. That's how they get so slippery on you, okay? So when I feel like, for example, you try to go around my hand, you see I stay lighter, and now it's stuck again. I just stay light. Whereas you try to go around my hand, and look, it came off of my hand, okay? So you go around my hand and touch my chest, right? Boom. Are you going to touch my chest? Ooh. There. You going to touch my chest? Touch my chest. Here's my chest. There you go. I go light. What happened? Easy. I just go light. 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 And it's stuck. Okay? This is important because you can't. I think what you're doing is you're trying to play the other game, but you understand the game I explained over there without realizing it's partly not true, okay? Because it's a theory in relativity, okay? So, and that's important because when I feel it go off, like I don't have your center, you see it goes off, I can keep your center by being light, you see? You get it? And so it never went off. Although I just went more yin than you, which made you yang, okay? As opposed to I'm off and I'm always trying to catch you up and try to stop you with thumb hooks and grips and things like that. Okay, so you're gonna feel that I'm always in your center. You're trying to touch my chest. I'm always in your center. Even here, always in your center. Look, you see, if I extend. Oh, always in your center. So when I'm going for more advanced people, what I am trying to do is really see how much I can change any yin energy you're doing to yang energy. Okay, you got it?
Right.
And so to do that, I can't be in those contests. Right. So again, I'm really light here, but you can't push forward. Because it's a yang energy on me. So we keep going. So you're going to see that I use that to never be off of your center. Sometimes you're like, oh, I can't get this. Okay, don't get it. But even as you push down on here, right? Can you come in? No, you can't. So I can still like that way. But I didn't use it. Do you see? I just kept it there. So I went ahead and adhered on this side. You see? If you start pulling that back in softness, then you'll see me go soft, do you see? And then sand I will use it. I reached for you at the beginning. Remember, so you came up. If you didn't pull your hand, you see how I'm still using it. Okay? If you pulled your hand, I reached for you. If you pull your hand into you, into you, like you did that last rep. When you come up, I see connection right away. You see that? So I don't want to, in the same spirit of don't go on and off, don't start over. Come up, and now we start over. No, okay? So once we start the game, run the game. That one again. We came here, right? You went up to his shoulder, and then I just used his shoulder. And do whatever. Do whatever. Watch that one again. So you went around this hand, you see? Went around this hand one more time you did. There you go. And then, but who cares? This hand had the huge. that one again. So you're protecting your engagement, so it brought you in, and you came up on my arms here, right? So I brought you in, you came up, and that's where the projected energy comes from, okay? So again, maybe I can't get you, Tristan, pay attention. Maybe I cannot because you're just out here going like this, you see? So he's out there going like that, but look, I pull. What's he gonna do? He's gonna try to go back out. Okay? Now you can use that on that Aikido part. So I'm correcting lots of people here. So here it is again. He's so balanced, but look if I just take it a little bit. And before he loses all his balance, he tries something else, right? You can do something else. And that's when you have a protection there. Okay? All right, lots to work on. 3 different people got correction.